Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Seduce Me 2. Now that all the suspense is now back to me, let's actually get to it.
Then you leave me no choice.
Erik lunged forward and charged at the spirit faster than I had ever seen him move. The spirit put up a large barrier around itself, similar to the barrier it had on me when Seduce tried to expel it. Erik's tendrils in rapid succession began to jab and slam themselves into the barrier, attempting to break it. No! Sounds horrible. I had to stop this. I didn't want the spirit to get hurt, but I didn't want Erik to get hurt either. As she screamed, "Stop it." I ran for them, needing them to stop. The spirit needed to be angry, but not like this.
Princess, stay back!
I won't do it! No! Do what? The barrage continued without mercy.
Listen to me! I can help you! Don't do this!
With each strike Erik threw at the spirit, the barrier quaked and pulsed with energy. Over and over, the sound of magic clashing reverberated through the space we were in, making the imagery around us vibrate. Erik's face hardened into a look of pure determination and anger. He truly wished to help me and protect me. But the spirit was still a child. What was I going to do? We had to make it take control. What? They're making me pick? Let Erik keep going or attack the spirit? I don't know. And I don't know if this affects the choices of Erik's route. So do we personally attack the spirit or let Erik keep going? What happens if I attack it? Let's see. Because Erik can't do this all by himself. And I don't know if the spirit is like trying to trick me by being weak and stuff. It wouldn't give up, so I had to aggravate it as well. If making it angry would make it take control, then that was what I had to do. Oh right, it has to take control of me. I charged forward. I slammed a fist into the barrier, feeling a hot burn against my skin. However, I knew that I wasn't truly injured. The spirit wouldn't dare hurt me like that.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. You need to take control of me, alright? Erik increased the speed of his attacks, and soon our barrage on the barrier began to break through as it began to crack and fade with each punch. The spirit started to whimper.
No, please.
My heart felt like whimpering as well, but enough was enough. I had to fix this. With the final attack, Erik and I landed a blow together, smashing through the barrier and impacting the spirit. To my surprise, the attack landed against what felt like a glass orb. As the final blow made impact with the spirit, a rush of bright light engulfed the area. As it did, I felt my form spasm and flicker, causing me to look down at my hands. Through the blinding light, I could see them trembling as they slowly began to turn transparent. What the? Hello? I looked up to see Erik rushing for me, panic written all over his face. What was happening? I began to run for him as his body began to glow a deep red and purple color. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Within seconds, Erik reached me and wrapped his arms firmly around me, surrounding us both in a red glow. I felt safe. I was going to say somewhat safe, but she feels safe, and the transparency in my hands faded away.
I've got you! Don't let go of me!
I nodded and gripped Erik tightly, feeling something try to pull me away. I shut my eyes, focusing on staying close to Erik. Digging my nails into his vest and shirt, I pulled myself against Erik's chest. My breath felt as if it were trying to escape from my lungs, but Erik gently moved a hand atop my head and covered my mouth with his. I felt him breathe and replace the air I had lost, desperate to keep me alive. Was I dying? At last, the pull on me stopped and the world around us grew dark. The forest was gone, the spirit was gone. We were safe. As Erik pulled away and looked down at me with a small, slow smile, I felt happy and relieved. I had been saved from whatever the spirit tried to do, and I was thankful to him for rescuing me when I needed him. I might have been strong, but being in Erik's arms always made me feel stronger. Erik and I collapsed into each other, closing our eyes and escaping the depths of my mind at last. So is the spirit gone now? I wanted to rest a while longer. I felt my body slowly come back to life as I awakened, as if from a dream. My eyes were blinded by the light of the room, but slowly adjusted so that I could see everyone staring at me in relief.
She did it. They did.
Oh my stars and garters.
I slowly sat up, rubbing my head and looking around. From everyone's faces, no one had rested. How long had we been out? As I thought of Erik, I looked to my side to see him slowly rising from his sleep as well, still holding my hand. I smiled, remembering how he had sat by my bedside the day Diana came for him. Nostalgia hit me hard as I pulled Erik gently to me and wrapped my arms around him.
Love?
No, I'm here, Erik. My heart felt like singing 1,000 songs. This was all too amazing, and I was as joyful as could be. There was no hint of spirit left within my body, and I could tell that everything was alright now. I was free to show Erik how much I loved him. Erik wrapped his arms around me and buried his face in my neck, relieved as well.
I'm so happy.
Me too. I ignored the giggles and sighs around us. All I cared about was Erik in that moment. Diana, however, wasn't so subtle in wanting to interrupt our moment. Erik and I looked over at Diana, seeing her exhausted expression. From her eyes, I could tell she had spent a lot of energy, and I was responsible for that.
Glad to see that it worked, and that you two are okay. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must rest.
Diana said nothing more as she turned to leave the room. I stopped her. Diana! Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you tell me how long it took?
You're welcome.
With that, Diana and the other rebel leaders left the room, leaving the incubi and their wives with us.
Still, we should take some time to do some last-minute training and preparations before heading to bed. We leave first thing in the morning.
Everyone nodded in agreement. I, however, felt the events that had just occurred weighed me down, and I entirely lowered my head. I'll just head to the room, if that's alright.
Huh? Alright. I'll be there soon.
I nodded and waved to the others before heading towards my room and making my way to the bed that called my name. I began to make my way back to my room, but stopped as I heard the sound of whispered voices sneak out through a barely open door.
So, we're all in agreement?
We have to. We don't have any choice anymore.
It will be for the better, I'm sure.
Indeed.
I peeked into the room to see the interior of the library, where the 4 rebel leaders stood in a circle. Sergeant leaned against the fireplace mantel while Rabbit and Shadow sat in the 2 empty chairs. Faye, however, floated to and fro from side to side in anxiousness. What were they talking about? I was so engrossed in figuring out what was happening in the room that I didn't notice a figure coming up behind me and pushing me into the room.
My lady, your student tried to listen in.
Oh, thanks, Bajang.
Thank you, Bajang.
I was now out in the open. The 4 stared at me with cold eyes, as if they were ready to send me back to the human world as a corpse, rather than going through the siege. They don't look very angry at me, honestly. Oh, okay. Now they do. I looked up at all of them as they slowly rose to my feet, eyeing each leader and as I considered running for the door. However, they each looked to each other in contemplation.
Say, you didn't hear anything, did you?
No, I swear.
What was the last thing you heard?
Actually, I really don't remember besides them saying they're all in agreement. But they said other stuff, and honestly, I don't know. Something about having no choice, something about it being for the better. You know what? I'm gonna be a man and ball up, or you know what? I don't even know English right now. I'm gonna be brave, is what I was trying to say. Because I can't be a man. Something about it being for the better. I suddenly felt the guards of each leader behind me readying their weapons. What the hell? Were they seriously going to kill me for walking by and eavesdropping?
Whoa! Hold on, guys!
Yeah, like, that's all I heard. I felt the guards back away from me slowly, most likely still cautious of me. I let out a small sigh, happy that I wasn't going to die, at least not immediately. Rabbit, however, looked to me with an ear twitching curiosity.
Let us ask first. Do you know what has been truly happening with Diana?
What? I looked at Rabbit knowing what she meant. Diana had been acting oddly and it was not boding well. The more I saw her, I could tell that something was seriously weighing her down or influencing her words. Yeah, but what does that have to do with this meeting? As I answered, the other demons looked once again at each other before Shadow stepped forward nonchalantly.
Let's not play the ignorance game. We're going to assassinate the succubus when the war is over.
What?
Oh, what the fuck?
Way to just blurt it out!
There's no use in hiding it. We don't know how much she has heard.
I became massively confused. Why were they why were they going to kill her? How were they even going to do that? Do it? Why? What good would come out of killing her? Rabbit stood and walked to the fireplace, staring into the open flames. I could tell I was going to get an answer, so I listened intently, wanting to know why they were planning Diana's murder.
Diana, we fear, has become corrupted.
Corrupted? What do you mean?
Meaning, she's going batshit crazy like the Demon Lord.
I furrowed my eyebrows. That couldn't be. She seemed mostly fine, save for a few instances here and there. Sergeant, reading my face, pushed himself off of the mantle and stood up straight, reminding me of his power with his stance.
Human, you hate the Demon Lord as much as we do, correct?
I glared at Sergeant's stupid question. Of course I hated him. He had trapped me here and forced me and the ones I loved to join this war. This was no reason to even remotely like him. And my glare, face swooped in between me and Sergeant, waving their arms frantically.
Listen, we're not trying to make you mad, but, well...
This is ridiculous.
Shadow stood from his seat, now clearly irritated, and stepped towards me.
The succubus has gone mad, and if we don't end her life before she takes the throne, then she will become as mad as the Demon Lord. There is no saving her. Understand?
There is someone that could save her.
Oh,
Settle.
come on, Shadow! Seriously?
No, this is beyond unnecessary. All three of you are complicating the matter when all that needs to be stated is the truth.
You know, I always was a fangirl of Damien, but since his storyline was so upsetting to me, I wanted to fall in love with Shadow. I'm kind of mad Shadow is not a choice. But how can that be? How is Diana mad like the Demon Lord? None of this made sense. Diana seemed mostly right in her head. However, she was strong enough to lead an army and help me survive until now. She even aided the incubi. These weren't the actions of a mad woman. Shadow rolled his eyes and went back to his seat as Faye put their hands behind their backs, swaying a bit in the air.
Well, here's the thing. Here in the demon world, emotions and stuff can be uber powerful. Things like extreme grief or euphoria can even become energies on their own, while other feelings become, well, they can become very, very bad things.
So having emotions here is like the ultimate power? Like madness?
Yeah. Madness is more than just a head-mind thingy. Here in this world, it's like a leech or a virus. When a demon catches it, madness just grows and grows until it consumes them, like it did with the Demon Lord.
Taking the new information in, I looked to the floor, thinking of the Demon Lord and how psychotic he was said to have become. He waged wars and apparently enjoyed burning down kingdoms and slaughtering the innocent. If that was how far madness would take a demon, then I feared for anyone who was capable of falling into it.
You can become mad in multiple ways. By being born mad or being infected by it. Diana has fought the Demon Lord head on multiple times during the past 10 years. It was inevitable that she would catch the affliction.
You can catch madness? How's that possible?
We don't know, but this wouldn't be the first time someone who used to be sane went mad because they were around another crazy demon.
There was an uneasiness in the room. Something told me that none of them believed that was the true cause. There's more, isn't it? Or isn't there?
Huh?
I became bold. If Diana had to die, then there had to be a solid reason, and the madness excuse wasn't enough. Why were they planning it if none of them truly believed it? It's not just because she's mad, isn't it? Something else is wrong. The rebel leaders became silent, letting the tension lay in the air in plain view and giving me my answer. I was right, there was more to the story.
Diana doesn't deserve the throne.
I looked to Rabbit, shocked to hear her say that. She had joined the rebellion because Diana wanted to make things better. Why does she not deserve the throne now? Rabbit turned fully to me and stepped forward.
We all joined the rebellion to make this world a better place. But Diana has proven that she doesn't care about anything other than defeating the Demon Lord for revenge. She is not a real leader.
Well, damn. This is where we're gonna stop for today. I'm actually gonna record Saturday's episode as well, since the internet is gonna get cut out sometime this weekend. I'm not sure when, and I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, so I'm gonna pre-record the next episode for you guys for this week. Hopefully the internet will be up by then for next week's session, hopefully. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.